Alright guys, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. I wanted to sit down and be serious. Got a little bit to talk about before we get rolling in this video. So as you guys can tell, I'm not really sure or set or locked in on a title for this video, but the gist is the salty chicken is on hold, or the build series with a Trans Am doing a complete start to finish build is indefinitely paused for the time being. And I think at this point in time, I don't really know where we will go from here as far as doing a Trans Am build, but I do have a lot of parts, whether I sell them or hold on to them and see if the stars align and we do another build with it. Only time will tell. So one thing that I pride myself on in this channel and making YouTube videos is being positive, seeing other people succeed, just spreading a positive message and good vibes. And that's really what I want all my videos to be, and that's the message that I want you guys to receive. Now, I say in this video, you know, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and this channel is all about transparency. There's a lot of channels out there on YouTube that are going to just show the good, lie to you guys, fabricate stuff, and that's not what it's about. I do one video a day. I did daily uploads all last year. You guys are seeing my life fold out and play out, and I feel like it's my job to keep it real, and that's what I do. For those of you guys that meet me in person, I'm the same in person as I am on camera, and I didn't want to have to do this video, but one thing that I ask you guys to do is, when you watch this video, don't pick sides. Don't get into a gang mentality. Don't down other people. Don't throw shade or hate towards other people, and just realize it kind of is what it is. So I understand that. This is kind of tough for me to talk about because I had my heart and soul in this build, and when I got the salty chicken, I just started taking YouTube seriously. I was working at RPM Motorsports. I had the Camaro, and I said to Wes, I said, man, I want to buy a car, bone stock, and I want to build it into a badass car. And at the time, my idea of a badass car, you know, was something different. It's evolved and changed, and I've learned so much, and everything has changed, and that was the plan. I wanted to show from start to finish, you know, buying the car stock, driving it around. We took it to the track, we ran it, I started building it, I started tearing it apart in my garage. You know, it's just a lot. And that was my plan. I bought a bunch of amazing parts for the car. I had a bunch of amazing opportunities because of that car that really kind of launched me into where I am now. I know everyone thinks the cow is a very influential car, and it is to the channel. I mean, it's like my first car, but the salty chicken, when I started doing that build series, I picked up sponsors and I never had before, and that really showed me the business side of the YouTube and taking it more seriously. And that car helped me, you know, do YouTube full time. So I wanted this to be the car I keep forever, that and the cow, and I wanted to just build one car from start to finish, ground up, the way I wanted to, with all the parts that I believe were the best parts, and make it just my dream car essentially. And I learned to love it, and I had a lot of passion and stuff in the car. So as you guys will see in this video, we picked the car up from BPF. There was, and I want to be completely objective. You know, I'm not talking any smack. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just solely just telling you guys what happened. The timeline of the car was getting pushed back, and I had people that have had interest in the build. You guys, I had companies that had interest in the build, companies I work with, companies that wanted to do work on the car, that wanted to see it done and progress through the stages so we can do business, and it was just getting pushed back and pushed back. Jason and I both came to an agreement that it would probably be better off to have the car finished elsewhere, and we picked the car up, and I put it in my buddy Timmy's trailer because it was a little bit longer than one of mine, and it was that was it. Just picked it up on the chassis table, picked up a bunch of parts, and hit the road. And unfortunately, the work that is done to the car is not going to be used. The actual structure of the car, the strut towers have folded in. The quarter panels have started to, they were damaged. The roof and quarter panels started to pull off of the rockers of the car. So what little you use of the factory car is no longer salvageable. So I'm going to show some clips in this video here of just looking at the car. I tried not to let my emotions get the best of me, but it's heartbreaking for me because I just wanted to do something really cool. And I build a bunch of cars, we build a bunch of cars, a bunch of people work on a bunch of cars, but this one was one that I wanted to be like ground up, my thing. I buy cars, I buy rollers that other people built, and we put our little touch on it, but this was the one that I wanted to do. So it sucks. You live and you learn. I don't really know what else to say. My biggest thing is I have to show you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You guys are asking about the build. I have to show you guys and tell you guys what's going on with it. But one thing I do stress is I don't want any hate coming from it. I don't want any bad mouthing and nothing like that. I mean, it just is what it is. So it's a shitty situation. This happens to other people than me. It happens a lot in this industry. It happens a lot with people building cars, and it sucks. I've seen it happen to other people, and I've talked to them, and it's never happened to me before. And it just is what it is, man. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of, I don't really know what else to say other than it's just a shitty situation on everyone's end, because I like to produce videos that are all about being positive and uplifting and showing us doing badass things. And unfortunately on this one, it is the end of the road for the Salty Chicken. I love the name. I think I got a plan, but it's a long-term plan. A lot of the stuff that you guys see here are short-term plans and short-term goals that we're able to achieve. And I think as far as building a car of this caliber, with what we have had transpire, probably changes over to a long-term goal. So I appreciate everyone's support. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video the best that you can. I know it's kind of tough. It sucks. So I'll talk to you guys at the end before we wrap up this video. So I filmed this now. I'm gonna go edit, see, make sure hopefully this fits in with the video and in the same kind of vibe, and then I'll talk to you guys after I get the video edited. And if you guys have any comments down below, I'll hang out in the comment section here, and I'll respond to you guys' comments. So hope you guys enjoy. So we're up here at Matt's shop. I said in the last video, this video obviously we're talking about the Salty Chicken. A lot of you guys have been asking for Salty Chicken updates, and the update for you is it's been sitting in this trailer. We had some other stuff we had to get taken care of before we can really start working on this. So not really happy with how the build has gone thus far. I got a lot of different companies that have wanted me to run their product. I'm willing to run their product. I do promotion for their product, and they gave me product to put on this car to get out there and race and showcase it. So by not having a car done when promised or soon after promised, it is not in the state at which I wish it was, and it's very rough. And after going through a lot of stuff with a fine-tooth comb, a lot of stuff what little has been done probably just has to get ditched and started over. So you guys know that we got the Colorado build series going on up at Coker Chassis, and Bob does a great job. I took a lot of components off here that we were planning to run on this and put them on the Colorado for one main reason was a lot of the stuff, it just wasn't jiving right. Rear end's already got like ears. Like I was told to order it complete, and every single person that does chassis works like, don't order it complete. You need to weld everything up and all the brackets on it before you weld the ears on, which you guys will see Bob doing all that. I asked for at least transportation, the car to be braced properly so we can transport it on the chassis table. It was tacked in 4 places. The tacks broke. The car slammed the wall. Both fenders are messed up.
The whole quarter panel's split.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Worse than since we left.
Where is it?
Both sides.
Oh yeah, here, come look at this. This was, I guess, the brace that I was given to brace the rear end, and as it bobbed up and down, it wrinkled. Holy shit! Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
This shell's essentially trash?
I mean, we'll look at it and we'll see how much. I don't think it's going to be terrible, but
It should be able to be saved.
Yeah.
I'll come down here and do some body work.
So it has minimal floor structure in there. Probably not going to use it just because I don't think it's. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything that I don't want to go back on, but I'm just not really happy with. I paid for this. I didn't get anything for free as far as like the work or what you see. I paid for it, and just to have it in the state is.
You know what could fix that though?
It's shitty.
If you go to lsnasty.com and pick you up a t-shirt for this turbo we're giving away.
Yeah, this sucks. We're here now at Matt's shop. Matt's going to be doing the chassis. You're literally going to do it all start to finish, and then you're going to be tuning it. And Matt's going to be racing with us and doing a lot of stuff with this car all along. We've already sat down and talked about the parts list we had, and that's when we agreed that some stuff we'd be better off to ditch and not even try to make work on this car because we know what we need. We know what we need to run. We know what we need to do. But essentially, I got a bunch of money tied up in this, and I got nothing to show for it. So that's why we're here at Matt's. It's kind of like race car rehab, hoping to come out looking better.
race car rehab. That should be the new business, race car rehab.
Yeah, I mean for real. You can see here how this bar is not set like straight. The car actually broke off the chassis table and banged the wall, and the fender got messed up over there, and then it split this right here.
It split.
Literally the only part of this entire car that needed to be saved.
Was not.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, like normally, they always do the housing ends last after you fabricate the rear end. So you put all your 4-link brackets on, you do your anti-roll bar stuff, your shock brackets, everything, and then you put your housing ends on. You can probably do the anti-roll bar brackets and be okay, but if you do something like weld the entire 4-link brackets on here, the rear end's probably going to be, it's going to draw when you weld it. So you lose when you have the housing ends already on it. You lose your ability to really true it up. So and then also getting the brackets on there, you'd have to cut the brackets in half to slip them over there. Normally you put the whole bracket on there, and then if you did run a back brace like this, you'd slot it to where it would slot over the 4-link bracket. So now you don't really have that ability. So a few things, and then yeah, the center part of the structure is probably, I usually like to build them where they come down in the center a little bit for drive shaft clearance, and then have a drive shaft loop in the rear, because usually if you had a slick car and it was all up travel and you didn't have a lot of extension, you'd probably be okay. But these cars now, I mean, we're probably going to try to run some 9-inch travel shocks on it. So
like 8 inches of separation.
Yeah, you're going to have 8-inch separation, and with a good 4-inch drive shaft, you'll have drive shaft clearance issues on there.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Like with the Black Sheep, is if we try to separate any more, the drive shaft will hit because it has a little dip, not a big dip. And this has got no dip going across, so you'd have drive shaft clearance issues there. That was my main concern. Also, the transmission, as it is right now, there's nothing, no like bolt-in anything. So I mean, transmission, the only way the transmission would come in and out of the car would be through driver or passenger door. Definitely want to be able to have like a removable transmission mount. Drop transmission down, easily serviceable. All the stuff in all my cars is interchangeable. It's all the same. So it's like my thought process is like transmission, go out, take it from another one if you got a race and you're going rounds. So
maintenance wise, it's a lot easier to get out the bottom than it is the top. So is that the? I guess that's the.
That's a power glide case. That's not the 400 case.
I know, but you're gonna take that to Bob for the Colorado.
I got a 400. I got 2-speed 400 for the Colorado.
Oh yeah.
So I got a 400 case for mock-up like that. I got front shocks. It's got all racecraft like outlaw front end stuff. drop spindle, strange brakes. It's got the outlaw K-member, so you can drop the pan without having to drop the K-member. It's got a steering rack. I don't have a column yet because seating position I think is going to be pretty far back. We'll probably have to do like a different column or something like that. We took a bunch of the carbon stuff inside. I got the car's a T-top car, so you can still be steel roof and quarters and have a carbon roof on it just because it would have been glass. So I have all that stuff in there. I got a complete carbon body, rear bumper, front end, doors, wing, everything carbon, so that's in there. I got optic armor front and rear and windows. I did have all the brackets and everything I needed, but I'm probably gonna end up selling this rear end just complete for someone that if it's the width that they need and they want to run it, they can get it. And then we'll do like a TRZ housing or something like that. It's already got the brackets and everything all on it.
Yeah, hammer beham, TRZ. I really like. I've done a lot of the TRZ housing, so they really take care of me on those, and they've always been perfect. So.
I got everything in here is like parachute mount, front end mounting kit, body mounting kit, everything like that for like the bodies in here. And then we're gonna have to do different 4-link brackets in our roll bar, wishbone, rear end housing, so we can get all that, and then we can order up axles and everything. Yeah.
You want to do like a race tech seat?
I got a carbon bucket. I don't know if you want to run that or.
I like the race tech seats.
I'll do.
We can do that, but
I mean either or. I just
because if you do the race tech, you don't have to worry about doing the ISP padding and stuff around it. So
yeah.
And plus, you can get them lean back and lay it out how you want them. Pretty nice.
I'm fine with that.
So
that was a Tim McCamus internet sale that he got me on. Oh, but seat with install kit. Hell yeah, let's do it, dude. I'm really pissed about this. The body, the body on this is just fucked. Like, you guys think that? I mean, it's literally like the whole back of it's like bowed down. I mean,
let's do it. So
well, strut towers are already all been cut up, so they're gonna be tubed and everything like that.
Okay.
But it's a factory front style suspension, so it's.
Were they braced at all, or are they just flopping too?
They're not. Yeah, they're just sitting there, you know.
K-member kit's tied into them. But
Yeah, they can't. But there's no shock on it or anything, so it's like. I mean, I think I don't know. You're gonna have to look at that too to see how far they got pulled or whatever. But they're not. Oh yeah, this one right here is 100% destroyed. The strut tower, it's way leaned over and the other one's flat. So the strut towers are fucked. God, what do we do about this? I think I need to get a whole nother car. Like, I need to get a whole nother shell because like this right here is like a no-go. This thing's ruined.
I think that the time that it would take to strip it all down to where it's ready to have the chassis done, I think that you'd spend more time doing that than you would just fixing the front. I mean, I know it's discouraging, but we can get a lot of it straightened out.
Yeah.
Do you have a door mounting kit or anything, or do they go to the factory hinges, or how do those doors mount?
I have a door mounting kit.
Okay.
I got a window latch kit. I got the door handle kit.
You got the roof for it?
I got the roof.
Okay.
It's in there. I got the front bumper right here.
let's get it rolled out in the sunlight, and we'll get everything underneath the car, put in some containers, and once you get it out in the sun, you can kind of look at it a little more too. Plus, you won't be in this much of a crowded area.
Yo, the strut tower is hilarious. It's just like, it's just leaned over. That's nice.
You might hand me that box soon.
Trying to hold the. Yeah, I'm good. We're trying to hold the quarters in.
Ready?
Set.
Holy fuck, the fucking bows.
Alright, so got the car out. We took a lot of parts inside. Just kind of looking at it. We got a long road ahead. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do a lot of work that was already done again. But I guess there's nothing you could to do but just try and do it. So I'm not trying to be a dick or badmouth anyone. It's just a little disheartening because you put a lot of money into something and a lot of trust, and I mean, there's nothing. Listen, I just want my stuff done. I want it done right, and yeah. All right, so I just edited the video, and I think that I put enough information in the video for you guys to kind of get the gist of what all's going on here on my end. And I mean, it just kind of is what it is. I did speak with Jason. I guess we're at a point where we're going to agree to disagree. I don't think that me personally, Jason is, the work he's done for me, you guys have seen it firsthand. The work he did on the Black Sheep, absolutely awesome. Makes great turbo kits. He's good at what he does. I paid for the work, and I didn't think that it was up to par in the work that I'm used to seeing him doing. And as far as that, I mean, I really can't speak on it anymore. And this is just, it sucks because I really didn't want to. One, I just want to see everyone do good. I want to see my friends be successful. I want to see other businesses that I work with be successful. I want to see everyone be successful and thrive. And I mean, just it's the way of the road, I guess. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. So from what you guys saw in the video, we looked at the car. We put the car inside the shop. We went over it a little bit more and got some measurements and everything, and we made the decision. I mean, ultimately at the end it's my decision, but I'm pretty, I'd like to say I'm pretty easy to get along with, and I'm go with the flow. But I think at this point in time, from a financial decision and paying for work that was already paid for, buying parts that were already bought, and it just really takes the wind out of my sails on a build like this. Something that was so important to me, and something that I wanted to be, like the one to. And I know, I mean, if it was easy, everyone would do it. And I get that. I do get that. And I work really hard. I work a lot. I have multiple businesses, and I try to make smart financial decisions. And just at this point in time, I don't really have anything in me. We tried, we looked at it. You heard Matt and Justin both say, I think we can probably do something with it. But after looking at it deeper, it's just the K member and the front suspension, I think would be solid. I mean, they're fine. They bolt in, but everything else on the chassis, the car itself, would have to be scrapped and redone. So unless I find a roller or something on a really good deal when the timing's right, then I think I would. Unless I find a shell that's I'm in the right headspace, I'm in the right mind, and the opportunity is there, and I feel comfortable going at it again, I think I would. But at this point in time, the parts are all at Matt's shop. We put them upstairs out the way, and it's just going to be on hold indefinitely. So that is that's your salty chicken update right there. So the final verdict is the chicken's cooked. She's done. So I apologize for having to bring you guys a video of this type, but it is part of being transparent, I guess. I mean, that just is what it is. So as far as everything moving forward, I think my Bob is a great chassis guy that I've dealt with before, and I've been good friends with him, and he's super helpful. The only reason I didn't take the salty chicken to Bob or the Black Sheep to Bob or anything is because he's in Pennsylvania and I'm here in North Carolina, and I like to film and provide you guys content. But I've made the decision, obviously, with the Colorado, that I think it's in my best interest to take it to Bob, because Bob does great work, is super transparent and timely, and just clicks with what we're doing here. So that is the salty chicken update. if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. I appreciate all you guys supporting. I appreciate all you guys watching. You know, when I started the salted chicken build, I mean, I've just talked about it so much. It's always been kind of like there, not right up front, but it's always been something that I'm working on strategically, buying parts, you know, getting the car what it needs to be, TCAM performance, you know, building an absolutely awesome motor for it. HOLLEY Performance stepping up and giving me all the software, race pack, MSD, Flowtech, Menser Motorsports, M&M transmissions. Forced inductions turbo. I mean, her on speed. It's just the list goes on and on. So what I'm going to do, and I'll tell you, because I want to end this video on a good note, is I'm not going to let this like stop what I'm doing. I mean, it sucks, and I think the best thing to do is just set it to the side and not worry about it. The Colorado is going to be an absolute monster when Bob up at Coker Chassis gets done with it. I mean, it's going to be it's going to be the workhorse of the channel. It's going to be badass. We're going to do no prep and 28 shootouts with it. So I'm very excited about that. The Black Sheep is moving and grooving. Kevin from TCAM Performance and all the guys up at TCAM. We got an awesome motor together with some more upgrades, working with Matt at Gross Performance BDC, Matt in the videos. We're all working together as a team with one goal in mind, and that's just to get faster and run better and more consistent, and everyone's working great together, and that's what I love to see. So I'm very excited for the 2021 racing season. We plan to be no prepping more, plan to be radial racing more. I do have the Fox body that I just picked up, the Blizzard, which, I mean, how can you not laugh? You gotta smile at that name at least. And I'm going to, the parts that I already had purchased that are kind of interchangeable, I'm going to disperse between the Colorado build and the Mustang build, the Blizzard. So I will, with the parts I have, we'll put them on there, and you know, the plan is to go racing this year, and that's what we're gonna do. So I guess the moral of the story is, sometimes it sucks and it's shitty, but you just got to keep your head up and keep on powering through it. So I don't want to be bringing you guys any more of these not exciting videos, these not great videos. I want to be bringing you guys amazing content, racing content, wheelies, burnouts, grudge racing, win lights, messing around at the shop, crazy builds, no more zoomies this year. But that's the plan. So I appreciate all you guys' support. You guys, I don't think the viewers at home, you know, you guys that comment, you guys that buy merchandise, you guys that support, I appreciate you guys, because at the end of the day, all it is, I just turned 27. I'm just some 27-year-old dude who's just wanted to be a race car driver, you know, and just loves cars and building cars, and you guys are allowing me to do that and kind of live my dream. And I have an amazing support group here, an amazing group of friends that have my back no matter what. I got Chris as an amazing business partner in multiple different businesses. I got my parents that got my back everywhere. I got my sister, my family, my girlfriend, all my friends here, all the guys you see in the videos, and you guys at home that just support and just keep me going with it, you know, because it's just like, you know, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to drive race cars. That's pretty much it. So we'll keep on moving. We'll keep on building. We'll keep on trucking. And I will, maybe not right now, but I will build at some point the one, you know, from start to finish. That's everything handpicked that I want, that I'll keep forever. And, you know, that's the goal, is I want to build the one. So I thought it was the salty chicken. Unfortunately, at this point in time, it might not be the salty chicken, but I'm gonna keep that name in my back pocket, and we'll see if the salty chicken is reborn in another body or something in the future. So I just want to thank you guys personally a lot for everything you guys do, and no merch plug in this video here. So that's gonna be a wrap. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we're going racing this weekend, so get excited for some no prep racing action. We're going to pour big puddles this time. Big old puddles. So thank you guys for watching.